What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Frequency.
Vibration.
It's time for things to turn around. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the love you wish to see in the world. Love is the highest vibration. How to be in that high vibration by choice. Cultivating that, experience heaven on earth. How to raise your frequency. The 5 C's.
You must eliminate the 5 C's.
What are those 5 C's? Comparing, complaining, criticizing, consuming, and controlling. Comparing. We're encouraged from a very young age to compare ourselves to others. Parents, well-meaning as they are, will often try to teach us to be better by being like, look at how good this other person is doing. Why don't you be more like this? It's very damaging, but of course it's not coming from a malicious place. It's just the way that everybody's kind of raised. As we grow up, we always feel the sense of lack inside of us. So we're looking at everybody else, comparing ourselves. Everybody has their own individual uniqueness. If you compare yourself to someone else, they might be thriving in a certain area, but that might not be the place where you really need to turn your attention to. That might not be your skill set. So if you're comparing yourself to what they're doing, when that thing is just not your calling, it's a recipe for being disappointed. You're not focusing on what it is that makes you thrive. Jealousy and comparing yourself to others is not only belittling yourself, but it's also not really allowing you to feel the love and being happy for somebody else. Try to be happy for someone's successes and how well they're doing rather than comparing yourself to them. The next C is complaining. Very low frequency. When we have a lot of privileges, we start to miss what is actually in front of us that is going really well. We are all so fortunate. The fact that you have a place to live, you have food to eat, you have a phone to watch this on. And if there's any of those things, like, well, actually, I don't really have that. There's a lot of other things that you do have. Always somebody who has less than you do. If you are complaining about the things that you don't have, you are training yourself to not appreciate the things that you do have. And you are lowering your vibration immensely. The universe rewards you for being grateful. Practice being grateful for what you have rather than complaining about what you don't have. It's just really unattractive, someone that is always complaining. First of all, it's exhausting to be around them. You can really feel the heaviness of their energy. And second of all, you just come off as kind of snobby. Why are you complaining? You are breathing the air, living a normal life. You are really fortunate. Start to appreciate rather than complain. The next C is criticizing. So we're always looking for ways to relieve ourselves of the negative feelings that we feel from low vibration. Criticizing others is a way that we try to make ourselves feel better. But criticizing others and judging others actually hurts you more than it does them. You see this on the internet all the time where people are just typing crap. You can feel that when somebody is doing that, they're looking for relief. They're just like, like they're just like throwing up this energy that is just so pent up in them. And it just makes you feel bad for them. They're hurting. Unless the person who it's directed towards lets it affect them, it really doesn't actually affect them. It is a very negative vibration and it hurts you more than anybody else. Stop criticizing and actually start praising. When you start to feel yourself criticizing, practice being like, nope, I'm gonna stop. And instead, I'm gonna say something really nice about them. And you'll feel that instant relief and you'll feel your frequency raise instantly. The 4th C is consuming. First of all, we gotta look at what we're consuming. And this is both diet and media. What is it that we're listening to? What conversations are we having? Who are we surrounded by? If your vibration is low, then most likely you're going to be surrounded by people that have a low vibration. You're also going to be surrounded by things that are going to be pulling at you that are low vibration. When you're in a low frequency, you crave those things that are low frequency, because a lot of times those low frequency things kind of have a little bit of like a caffeine effect. If you're really tired and you're craving the caffeine, if you're not tired, you don't really crave it. And so when your vibration is low, you're looking for those things that stimulate you. So you're looking to social media for validation, and you're looking to the junk food because it gives you that dopamine release. Looking to television or music that kind of has a low vibration because it almost just makes you feel better when it matches your own. Be careful about what you consume. Something that I've really been practicing the last year is to stop consuming in general. That does not mean that I don't consume, food, drink, the main things that you need are very important. I've noticed that as I've kind of deepened my own spirituality and my own meditative endeavors, there's this little nagging at the back of my mind constantly. I want to buy a little latte. I want to buy this thing, or I need this, I need that. We're always looking for something to make us feel like we can just, okay, I just need that relief. That's the media. The media has taught us that we need something in order to make ourselves feel whole and complete. We don't, is the thing. There's a certain practice to engage in of just kind of stopping. Don't buy that latte. Don't buy that random thing that is just gonna sit on your counter you're never gonna use. When you start to feel that to buy something, consume something that you feel like you need in order to make yourself feel better, see if you can just not engage in that and then just see what the feelings are that come up. It's a really good practice. It's challenging, but it's really good. And then it starts to make you actually rely on your own energy to boost you up, and that raises your frequency. Last C is controlling. This is controlling other people, controlling yourself, trying to control life, trying to control circumstances. Very tight, very tense, does not allow anything in. When you are controlling, you feel anger when things don't work out the way you want them to. It is coming from a lack of trust, lack of faith. If you don't have trust and faith, you don't hear your intuition. If you don't hear your intuition, you're not acting from that inspired place. You're acting from the mind. And the mind has a way of making a huge mess out of things. As useful as it is for so many things, if you're relying on your mind to make your decisions and to take action, a lot of times you're gonna wind up in some kind of a mess. Being able to step away from that controlling aspect and just give it over to the universe, the more you can let go of the controller in you, the more smoothly things will go. Your life will flow, you will be guided by your own intuition, which never steers you astray, always steers you in the right direction. It's all about just learning how to trust that. You can't really trust that if you are constantly trying to control. That's the 5 C's: comparing, complaining, criticizing, consuming, controlling. Eliminate those from your life and your vibration and your frequency will instantly rise. And when your frequency and vibration are high, everything will be so magical. I hope this serves you.